Hi, I'm Amanda Freitag. Welcome to Jersey Fresh 4 Ways. Today we'll be working with Jersey Fresh corn. You can find Jersey Fresh corn yellow, bicolor, or white all season round. We're gonna roast the corn kernels in a pan, and then you can do anything after that. I just put it inside of a bowl when I cut it off so I don't lose any of that delicious corn. I always save the cob. You can make a broth with it. There's so many things you can do. Okay, so you have your corn off the cob, and then we're gonna roast it. So, hot pan, a little bit of a light olive oil if you like, and in goes the corn. Of course it's popping and making lots of noise because it's corn. I'm gonna let it settle and then I'm gonna season it. When I season it, some of those juices are gonna come right out. And then just give it a shake. And you let the other side brown the same. We're gonna take it out and use it for anything you want. Corn salad, corn soup, creamed corn, corn everything. You can do anything with it. And that's it. Out it goes. Use it for anything you like. Jersey Fresh corn. Jersey Fresh corn, any color, bicolor, white, or yellow. It is in season from late June through October, depending on the weather. This corn salad is something that I love. I have some Jersey Fresh corn that I took off the cob. I've cooked it a little bit. Black beans, if you don't want to use black beans, you can use white beans, red beans. I like the southwestern vibe of this salad. Lots of lime juice, scallions, and cilantro. Anytime you have scallions and cilantro, you got that southwest sort of Tex-Mex vibe. And then some Jersey cherry tomatoes, of course. Nice pinch of kosher salt, crack of black pepper, and then I'm using olive oil or grapeseed oil, whichever oil you like. Just mix it up, season it, and then you let it sit. I like to let it sit and marinate, and all these flavors come together. Get some tortilla chips, get some tomato, get some cilantro, and dip a chip. It's Jersey Fresh. When you have this really delicious, sweet Jersey Fresh corn, this is the perfect time to make a corn chowder. So we're gonna start with this bacon and we're gonna render the fat. All right, so I'm gonna leave some in, take out some for garnish, right in with the onions. I wanna saute the onions a little bit before I create the roux. And I'm gonna add some butter. Yes, there's bacon fat, but we need a little butter as well. And then in goes the flour, in goes the celery. I'm using a little bit of paprika and some turmeric. Now I'm using the bicolor corn, so I'm adding a little turmeric for color. Put your dried spices in now with the fat. Bloom them, open them up, they're dry. In goes the potato. And then our Jersey Fresh corn. And then I'm gonna add in, I'm using vegetable stock. You could make a broth with all those corn cobs. Little touch of heavy cream, just a touch. Give it that beautiful, creamy chowder vibe. We're gonna let it cook until the potatoes are softened, the corn is melting, and the whole thing is thick. All right, it's time to ladle it up. Make sure you get everything in that bowl. I'm gonna put a little bit of scallion and then that crispy bacon. And that's it. Jersey Fresh corn chowder. What's more comforting than that? Take everything that you love about grits, Italian polenta, creamed corn, and combine it all into this one dish. We're gonna start with vegetable stock. We heat the liquid first. Anytime you're making polenta or even grits, you heat the liquid first. And I always go with stock and some sort of dairy, whether it's cream or milk. So we're gonna also season our liquid Cornmeal is extremely bland. It needs lots of seasoning. We have our corn. This is a bicolor corn off the cob. So as soon as this comes to a boil, I'm gonna whisk in the cornmeal. So pour in slowly and whisk. As soon as this cornmeal cooks, it's gonna thicken right away. Keep stirring it. You'll see right away it's thickening. And then I'm gonna put in the corn. I want the corn to have a little bit of time to cook, so I'm just mixing that right in. I'm gonna put in some butter now. Let that melt. And there we go. There are our bubbles. I'm gonna put a little bit of black pepper. So it's gonna continue to cook while we finish it with all the flavors. So let the mascarpone melt. And you can garnish it with some more corn on top, maybe something that's a little pan roasted or caramelized. And the fragrance of the basil is incredible. A little basil, a little Parmesan, another crack of pepper. Yes. There we go. Now we're done. Creamy Jersey fresh corn polenta with basil and mascarpone. I've got fun new ways for you to cook your Jersey fresh corn. To learn more, go to findjerseyfresh.com/Chef Amanda Freitag.